Welcome to All Things Moore County, Moore County's weekly radio show highlighting the many facets of the Sandhills. That includes real estate, lifestyle, community and neighborhoods. And now, from 4 Properties, here's your host, Bill Sahadi.
Good morning and welcome to the talk show, All Things Moore County. Dorothy, with all the shows we've done in the past, can you tell me what shows I seem to enjoy?
You like those ones
others?
with the students, because you bringing students in here all the time.
Why do I enjoy it with students?
Because you're impressed by them.
Yes, and because sometimes
and you're trying to relive your youth.
No, I'm not trying to. I forgot my youth.
That's probably a good idea.
So these are students from Union Pines High School that are joining me today, and they're in the theater program at the UP Stage Theater at Union Pines High School.
Nice.
And the cool thing about them is that when I grew up, if you were playing sports, you got attention paid to you. But when you were in theater, not so much.
No, not so much.
Right? Not so much.
Nope.
But today, a lot.
Yeah.
You know why? Because it's not a team sport, and a lot of these students are out there, putting themselves on the line. And unlike a football team where you have 11 players, you could be hiding in the huddle and nobody would know if you screwed up, right?
Well, if you think about it, theater is a kind of a team sport because it takes a lot of people to put on a production.
It does. And they're going to be...
It's a different kind of team.
And they're going to be, talking about that today. They have a play coming up, and they're going to be speaking about it, and I'm going to be introducing... let me introduce the students first, and then I'm going to come and speak to the theater director, Chase Coston. From left to right, I'm going to start with Faye. And I'm just going with first names right now. Faye, thank you for the help in putting all of this together. Much appreciated. You're hired for future shows. You did a great job.
Thank you.
And you rallied everybody. And Jonah, you are a senior.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Faye, you're a sophomore.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You're a senior. And how long have you been in the theater program?
I've been doing theater at Union Pines since I was a freshman, and I've tried to do at least a theater class a semester every year. But yeah, I've been committed to the program since I began high school.
So he's wide open, I can tell.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's full of energy.
Wide open.
I'm wiry. Yeah.
And if you see the show, it doesn't stop. Yeah, he's out of 10 the entire production.
Yeah.
What is it about the theater what is it about theater that you like so much?
I love it. It's over the course of high school, I've tried many different I've tried the arts. I love playing music, and I tried visual art, but theater I find for myself to be the most expressive and the most creative I can be, and I love it so much because it's my passion, it's my creative outlet, and it's how I decompress, and it's where I find my energy, and theater is just it's my fuel. I love it.
You don't need coffee in the morning, do you?
No, sir. I get up and I listen to show tunes. Yeah.
Is that right?
That's right. Yes.
I've trained him well.
Yeah.
To your right, Gage,
Yes.
You're also a senior.
I'm also a senior, yes.
So how long have you been in the program?
I've been in this program since freshman year. Me and Jonah started at the same time, and every year I've been doing theater classes, and yeah.
What is so cool about the program for you?
Oh, it's just been wonderful. Having Mr. Coston as a theater teacher has propelled me with such a strong desire to want to act on stage. It's, like Jonah said, it's a beautiful creative expression. It lets me portray all these different characters and give an audience something to enjoy.
Dorothy, remember when I was their age, I couldn't even open my mouth.
Yeah, I've heard many a story about that.
Oh, my God. I mean, I would shrug my shoulders, and that was my means of communication. It's so impressive. At the head of the table, facing me, is Lyla Costner.
Yes, sir.
You're a sophomore, like Faye is.
Yes.
So you've been in the program 2 years?
Yes.
What is so cool about the program for you?
I love the community, and I fell in love with acting in middle school on the tiny little middle school stage, and then it got so much better whenever I got to high school and I got to work with Mr. Coston on the big stage. So
What other productions have you been in?
here, I've been in a few shows. I've done both of the musicals, or I guess the musical coming up and last year's musical.
Okay.
I did a show with Mr. Coston over the summer, and I did 2 plays last year.
Have you been here all these years, or did you move here to this area from something you just said?
I moved here in elementary school. I've been here a while.
Okay. How are these two guys to work with, by the way?
They're great.
Yes.
Are they?
Yeah, they have a
You-
lot of energy.
You're not just saying that.
No.
And Lila's great too. Lila's
Thank
great,
you.
yeah.
One of the most professional actors I've worked with, to be
For
honest.
sure.
Aw.
As a
Yes.
sophomore.
They
As a
flatter
sophomore,
me.
yes. I remember me and Mr. Coston, we kind of did like a scouting thing when Lyla was back in middle school. We went to watch one of the middle school productions, and she was in it. And I remember talking with Mr. Coston and being like, "Her, yeah, she's
Aw.
good. She's good." Yeah.
Before we switch over to him, Faye, you've been in the program 2 years.
Yes, sir.
What is it about the program you like so much?
I think I really like the energy that everyone gives off. It's just they're very supportive of everybody, and it's just so nice to find people that you finally click with.
You like the idea of expressing yourself. Have you been in other productions too?
Yes, sir, I have.
What have you been in?
For Union Pines, I've been in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and then I also went to Stars Charter School, which is also a theater school.
Okay.
So I've been in a lot of productions there as well.
Okay. We're going to leave the best to last, and we're gonna speak to Chase, to Mr. Coston. These 4 students are pretty wide open.
Oh yeah, they're excellent representatives of the program. I think to touch on a couple things you've already said, Dorothy mentioned that theater is a team sport, and in theater we call that ensemble. We call it the element of ensemble. And it's truly about togetherness and working as a team, and everyone sacrifices and everyone is supporting and everyone is there. And I think one of the things that I'm the most proud of in my program is the family community that we've built, the amount of ensemble that we have, the amount of professionalism that the kids exude. They've heard me say it before, not often, luckily, but I've said that I teach theater, not
Yeah.
drama.
Yeah.
So
We want to stay away from drama.
we don't deal with it. We leave it outside. We come in, we do our work, and we heal as a group. And then hopefully that healing carries off into whatever was left behind earlier.
All right. So when I first saw the title of the show, I did a double take.
Yeah.
I can't help it. Of Widows and Vegetables?
Yes, correct. Yeah.
Would you give me a Cliff Notes synopsis of what the show is about?
Absolutely. In its simplest form, it is truly about both widows and vegetables. It is a piece that was written in 1990
Okay.
by Michael Scanlon, and it is a type of theater called commedia dell'arte, which is an Italian comedy form. If you have ever heard of stereotypes or stock characters, so the preppy mean girl, or the 2 lovey-dovey teenagers who are falling all over themselves, or the nosy neighbor, or the person who knows everything but has no common sense, all of those types of characters originated from commedia dell'arte. In this style of theater, the lovey-dovey characters are usually acrobats. And so the concept of falling in love originates here. They're falling all over themselves. They're tumbling on the ground. So this is a piece that explores love and death and vegetables through comedy, physically. It's a lot of physical comedy. There's lots of physical jokes. Think like slapstick style of comedy. Slapstick comes from commedia. It's a literal thing. It's a piece of wood that you'd hit, and it would make the sound of someone getting slapped.
Okay. I get what you just said.
Yeah.
Would you please tell me how the term vegetables
Yes, absolutely.
comes into it?
So one of the main characters in the show, it's his funeral. He's died. That's how the show begins. He's in his coffin on the stage, and he was obsessed with finding the perfect zucchini, and zucchini and vegetables become an allegory and a metaphor for love, lust, commitment, acceptance, so like multiple things throughout the course of the show. It all comes back to zucchini, to the point where at the end of the show, one of the characters is reduced to nothing but a zucchini.
Yeah.
Okay. So talk to me a little bit about the characters everyone at this table plays. If you want to just go down the table.
Beautiful. Yeah. So starting with Faye. Faye is one of the widows. So in the show, we have an ensemble of tap dancing widows. They are dressed in all black, and they're heavily veiled, and they're under guard. And they actually tap dance in the show. I taught them choreography for a tap routine. Tap is one of my specialties. I love it. That was one of the reasons I was drawn to this show.
Okay.
So Faye is one of my widows.
Okay.
Jonah is our main character. He functions as the narrator as a sort. His character's name is Harlequin. Think a court jester. He's dressed in that traditional red and white diamond pattern. And he functions as the go-between between the audience and the story. He's leading everything like a puppet master. Gage is playing the captain. So the captain is based on the stock character Capitano. He's the handsome lover, but his foil, I would say, is that he's easily scared and he gets himself into situations where he's in trouble because he's a lover boy. And then his love interest in the show for most of the show is Lyla, who plays a character called Wench. And so she is wench.
Yes,
like a bar wench kind of a thing. She functions as like the lusty maid style of character. So Captain fawns all over her, and they get themselves into trouble, and they have a very physical relationship between the two of them, both comedically and romantically.
Okay, sometimes the two are the same.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Oh yes.
So is this a PG-rated play? Is this an R-rated play?
It's not R-rated. I would say it's PG-13. I don't know that a fourth grader is gonna digest it the same way that even a high schooler would. It's not. I wouldn't say that it's inappropriate, but there's a lot of jokes in it that are written specifically in the innuendo style. One of the things that this show has been adjudicated twice now, and it's won both times, and one of the things that the judges complimented us on in our second round of adjudication was our ability to take the innuendo, go all the way up to the point, give the audience everything they need, let them come to the conclusion, and then move on. We're not like hitting you over the head with any of it.
Tell me about the judges.
Yes. So at regionals and at states for NCTC, which is the North Carolina Theater Conference, there are two judges at each level.
Okay.
And so they are theater professionals in their own right, whether they are former teachers, current teachers, directors, dramaturgs. They can be any realm of theater professional, and they judge the shows at these conferences, and they select a show that moves on. And we were the show that was selected by the judges both times.
Oh, so I didn't know that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you've won an award.
We've won multiple awards, actually.
Is for this show.
Yes.
But you've never had it. You played it for the judges, but not for an audience.
Oh no, we've done it. Yes, so we've done it a total of I think 5 times now. We did it twice for an open ticketed audience at Union Pines High School.
Okay.
Then we did it for the regionals judges.
Okay.
Then we did it again to raise money because we won regionals and we needed the money to get to states. That was also ticketed for the public, and that one was hosted at Pinecrest.
Right.
And then we did it at states. And then just yesterday, we traveled to Southport, North Carolina, to the community theater that I grew up performing in, and they performed on the stage where I grew up for a ticketed audience.
So is there a production coming up in March, and where is it going to be?
Yes. The production in March is the nationals level of this competition. So that's in Chattanooga. That will be our last performance of the show. Is currently we're slated to perform at 3 p.m. on Thursday, March 5th in Chattanooga.
Okay.
At the Chattanooga Convention Center.
And your audience for that show will be?
The audience for that will be the other shows who are competing against us, as well as the judges. And then I believe the convention has open ticketing.
Yeah, I believe people are just allowed to come in if you can invite parents or guests.
If you go to setc.org, you can see the ticketing information for that. I'm not an expert. This is my first time going, so I don't know the ticketing info explicitly.
So this production is, you guys are, it's almost like you got into the playoffs and you're playing for the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Yes,
we're in
absolutely.
the big leagues. Yeah.
Okay, you qualified for the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
With the
Yes,
football
sir.
season.
We're
going
headed
on.
to the Super Bowl in March.
You're heading to the
Super
Super
Bowl.
Bowl.
Yes, sir.
So between the cost of the production alone, which is X, you also have the cost of the travel,
Yes.
which is X plus plus plus.
Yep.
And so one of the reasons you're fundraising is to make this trip financially feasible so
Yes.
that mom and dad are not footing the whole bill, right?
Yeah.
Yes. I grew up doing community theater, and I didn't have private lessons or voice or dance or anything like that. So my experience in theater was from our free community theater. That's where I got all of my training before college, was by doing shows and learning from the professionals there. And so I grew up very, very strongly knowing that I feel like theater should be as affordable as possible, as close to free as possible for the students, because it's not about, yes, production quality is exceptional. I mean, the more money you can get, the better the production will be. But for the kids, it's not about money. It's about an opportunity and a chance and growth. And so we are fundraising just as hard as we can fundraise, because I don't think that they should have to pay. They did the hard work. They won twice. And so their parents have done the hard work of supporting them and getting them to rehearsal and making sure that they're fed and sleeping and getting to school. And so if at all possible, the goal here is for them to pay in their service of their performance. And so we're raising the money to get them there.
Okay, when we come back in the second set, I want to talk to you guys about fundraising, because that's a concept that a lot of people don't know a lot about. And I'm sure you're going to be recruiting all of these actors and actresses in the fundraising. So we want to talk about that when we come back. We're talking about the play of Widows and Vegetables, the UPS Stage Theater. They're going to be performing in Chattanooga on Thursday, March the 5th, their first round of the playoffs. Okay, we'll be right back. This is All Things Moore County. Welcome back to All Things Moore County. We are going to continue to talk this entire hour with the UP Stage Theater and their upcoming production of Widows and Vegetables. I just have to get that out and you know that they all go together. One thing I want to say to the four of you, you guys are all very comfortable in your own skin.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And that honestly is, that's amazing at your ages, because it translates into other things in your lives, right?
Oh,
For
absolutely.
sure.
People will respond to you the way you occur, and you all occur like, you know, you're wide open.
Yeah.
I think that's great.
Yeah.
And you're a little shy. No, you're actually
so
fine.
shy.
But one of the things I have to ask you is, so you guys are partners in this fundraising, because this is an event that you are all looking forward to. You've earned it.
Yes, sir.
You've practiced it, and now you get to celebrate it and the teamwork. So where did they ever teach you about fundraising? I don't remember ever learning about fundraising. How do you ask people for money? How do you create enthusiasm?
Well, we do a lot of community stuff. We try to get out there to local businesses, where we will either ask them if we can post flyers in their business, or ask them directly if they would like to make a donation to our department. If you do the musical at our school, you get used to selling ticket packets, which is another form of fundraising for our musical, where you go out and you reach out to family, or, like I said earlier, to businesses. Anywhere you can get it. You try to sell tickets to people. And so I definitely carried that over into the fundraising element for this production as well. But I mean, I've gotten all of my fundraising experience directly from theater and Mr. Coston teaching us his ways of raising money. But yeah, that's where I've gotten my fundraising education.
Gage?
It started in the Thespian Club, where we do a lot of fundraising for the musical, all the productions that we do. I'm actually the treasurer for the club, and we do a bunch of different things based on the seasons. So if it's Christmas time, we'll do a hot chocolate sale. So in the mornings, we set out tables and we sell them to people, and all of the money goes right back into the theater system, and we try to do everything possible in order to raise money for it.
Lyla, once this podcast is put together,
Yes, sir.
could you imagine putting it in a mailer to a local business and saying, March 5th is the date. This is what we're doing. We're so proud. We have different levels of sponsorship. Do you do something like that?
Yeah, I think that's a great way to do it. I think it makes it a lot easier now that we've won things before and we have that going for us to be like, hey, we are a good production. We are a good group of people, and your money is going to a good cause. So I think that definitely helps.
You know, Faye, in my office sometimes I get mailers asking for participation for some of the kids who are in sports. Now, why would it be different if we did it for theater?
I think it would be different because it's just like a different audience, and I feel like though sports is a very big thing in like the U.S. and like everywhere in the world.
Yeah.
Theater is just very unrecognized, so it would go like, I don't know. I feel like it would like be an awakening kind of.
So, since you know me, do you think that you may want to send a sponsorship letter to me at 4 Properties and say, would you consider donating?
Yes, definitely.
Because I will say yes.
That's awesome. Thank
But
you.
what about all the people your friends know who have businesses?
Yeah.
I mean, you can do I guess target marketing.
Yeah.
You know, you try to get the parents who don't have kids in the production to help them offset the expense, right?
Yeah, to branch it
Yes.
out.
So do you guys, I don't know, do you like have these conversations to try to come up with ideas to brainstorm?
Oh,
Oh,
absolutely.
for
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
Yes. We have, as Gage was talking about previously, at the International Thespian Society is our school's theater club, and you can find ITS clubs around the nation. As in the name, it's an internationally recognized club for theater, but we will get together sometimes and talk about fundraising opportunities or brainstorm ideas.
Okay.
Any way we can, just any idea that we can come up with to maybe branch out and get people to see and recognize the production, and if they would like to donate any money. But yeah.
You know what I also sense is there's some pretty good spirit of teamwork here,
Yeah.
where you guys are all on the same page and like you all have the same common goal.
For sure.
So you're cooperating with each other. It's a shared experience,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yes.
That definitely comes from theater specifically.
Yeah.
All of us
Most
working
definitely.
together all throughout the day on productions. We all just grow a deep connection with each other as actors and as people.
Yeah. Now, do you guys have to take Lyla and Faye and do extra coaching on the side? I mean, they're sophomores. You know, you've got
We
two.
need it.
No, I mean,
As her eyes just rolled.
well, this class that we're doing it for, NCTC, it's an audition entry level class, and so these two are recognized to be advanced enough and efficient enough to be in NCTC and to compete, and so their brilliance and talent and acting has earned them their position in this program and in NCTC.
Wow,
Thank
he should run for
you.
politics.
Yeah.
I would vote for him. That was a really good answer.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Smart. And he goes with the flow too. And
Yeah.
you know that I'm half joshing, but you've got that sense of humor built in, right?
Thank you,
Yeah,
sir. Thank you.
and
Mr.
they don't
Bill.
need to direct us, but when they do, it's great.
Thank
and
you.
Yes.
yeah, they're both great directors. We did a 24-hour play festival,
Yes.
and they were both able to direct for that. And this
Yeah.
next semester, Jonah will be directing my class, so I'm
So-
really excited.
So you have trained them really well. I mean, you've
Yeah.
got it. I mean, they're doing the work. You obviously have passed on something to them. They have the spirit. They've got the fever.
Yeah, I love getting to offer them opportunities beyond just being an actor. And like Lyla was saying, each year all three of the high schools get together and we do a 24-hour theater festival. And during that, they do everything. They write the shows in only 5 hours, and then they get only 8 hours to memorize it and block it and direct it. And the kids do they write it, they direct it, they act it, they tech it, meaning they costume and sound and light it. So it's super exciting. And as Lyla was saying, Jonah, starting on Wednesday, will be a student director with me. He will be helping to teach and lead the intermediate level theater class, which Lyla will be in.
Yes.
Tell me, we'll start with Lyla and go around the table. What do you like about the role you're playing?
Yeah, I love my role because Wench is she's very loud, she's very out there, and she's very different from me. She's kind of like the opposite of me, pretty much. And I love playing characters that are different from me because it allows me to like tap into something and be able, it kind of separates it. Because when your role is too similar to yourself, you don't really feel like you're acting.
Yeah.
So I love being able to be out there and to be her, and she has an accent, which is really fun.
Is she sassy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yes, she definitely
Yeah.
is.
Okay. So
She's like a blonde bimbo, southern bimbo,
oh boy,
very easily angered.
Yeah.
your enthusiasm comes naturally. I can see.
Thank you.
So you really are looking forward to this role. It's
Yes.
It's meaty.
I love this role.
Okay.
It's very fun.
Okay, Gage. What about your role?
My role as captain, it's a joy to play. I get to play a bragging person who's very, very I don't know how to say, lustful for for the Winch's character, and it is like Lyla said, it's very fun to play these characters that are really out there. And with Commedia dell'arte, we get to be the most expressionative, like in any character you can really play, because you get to play with the physical comedy so much more. Because in Commedia dell'arte, half our faces are covered with masks. That's actually how you differentiate the characters, is based on how their masks look.
Okay.
And using that, it covers a lot of our like facial expressions. So we have to use our body to showcase everything.
Okay.
And that's been a huge I don't know, excitement. It's been really exciting to research into the characters because each one has specific movements for it.
Okay.
And that's been a joy.
I'm going to hop over and go from you now with your role, because this is not your first role.
No, it's not.
Okay.
I really like being a widow. I feel like just like having like to work with the ensemble, and I feel like it's a good like thing to have as like a actor, because I now know how to tap dance because because Mr. Coston, we all had to take a class together.
So you know how to. That's great.
Yes. So it's just like a good opportunity.
So each role that you get to develop additional skills, which can
Yes.
prepare you for the next event.
Yes.
Okay, Jonah.
Yes, sir.
About you. About your role.
My role as Harlequin is so much fun. I'm so grateful I get to be as Mr. Coston said earlier, put it perfectly, the puppet master of this production. Harlequin he might be one of my favorite roles I've ever played. He's very all over the place and in your face, and I love that about him. I love that in this production I get to break the fourth wall a lot, and that's super fun. And I think what makes this one of my favorite roles is when you're acting and when you're an actor and you're playing with a character, you have to connect to the audience unbeknownst to your character's motivation in the world they're in. But Harlequin is in the world of the people. He knows there is a show going on. I'm putting on...
Are you like the narrator?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm the narrator, and then I step into the world of our production, but I come out and there's a great moment in this play where there's an audience member, and the audience member deliberately calls out me. It's a fellow actor, of course, is placed in the audience, and there's playful banter in that, and it really blends the world of the production to the audience, to real life, and I love Harlequin for that. Yeah.
Okay, let's come back in the third set. I mean, we're going to go over each set. It's just going to happen.
Yeah.
But this is All Things Moore County. We'll come back and talk more with the UP Stage Theater. Welcome back to All Things Moore County. In our last set, talking all about the upcoming production of Widows and Vegetables, which has won some awards for this team of 4 actors and actresses. By the way, how many actors and actresses are in the production?
I think there's
20.
Yes,
Yeah.
20 total.
Yeah.
What about the costume sets and stuff? Are they elaborate?
The costumes
I would say
are
yes.
pretty
Yes.
elaborate.
Yes.
Yeah, they're. I'm really proud of these costumes. They're
Yes,
actually pretty
for sure,
gorgeous.
yeah.
We have a
Yeah.
very simple set though.
So the cost of the production was not astronomical, because I don't think people realize how expensive productions are to put on.
With NCTC specifically, it's generally not the cost of the show that is the most expensive. It's the travel really for us, because we know from the outset that we're going to have to travel to at least one school to perform at regionals, and if we win, then we're going somewhere else for states. And now that we've won states,
From Chattanooga?
now that we've won states, now we're headed to Chattanooga.
Okay.
So our first round, we only had to travel to Pinecrest. That was regionals. We win there. Then we had to travel to Greensboro. We won there, and now we're headed to Tennessee. So it's the trailer for the set and the costumes and the bus and the hotels that really make the production.
So what
cost.
do you estimate the cost of this trip will be?
It's $25,000 for us to get to Chattanooga, which includes our travel, the registration for the festival, as well as our lodging and food and things like that.
Should I start a GoFundMe page?
We've got one.
we have a fundraising page that's similar to GoFundMe, but it
Okay.
runs directly through the Moore County school system.
Okay.
It's through our program called Infinite Campus, and I will be able to send you a link as well as a QR code for that.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah.
And we could post that link probably on the.
Yes.
That would be great.
That'd be lovely because those donations go directly to the theater program. It doesn't go anywhere else. It goes directly into our program.
So, $25,000
Yes, sir.
for
Yes.
one trip to Chattanooga
Yes.
with 20 to 30 people, and then it's gone.
Then it's gone.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the beauty of theater.
And then if you win, you're coming back on again, because we're going to have to raise some more money.
Well, SETC is the final round. So this is our Super Bowl.
Oh, okay.
This is
Yeah.
the last round for us. So if we win here, we're just winners.
Yeah.
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 National winners.
Yeah.
And
How
then
many
it starts again next year.
How many schools do you compete with?
At each level, we're competing against 15 other shows. So
Really?
we beat 15 shows to win first place at regionals. We beat another 15 to win first place at states. And then now at states, we're competing against 19 other shows. There are 20 shows total, and we are one.
Are the
Wow.
Are the other shows all from the state of North Carolina, or are they from the East Coast?
There are 2 shows from North Carolina, but it's a total of 10 states that compete. So it's
Oh, my.
SETC is the Southeastern Theater Conference. So it's 2 shows from 10 states, and that makes a total of 20 shows.
You guys must feel pretty good about what you've done,
Feel
Yes, sir.
great.
Yes,
Yeah.
feel
It's
great.
been wonderful.
and each one of you individually about what you've accomplished, because it's even though it is a team effort, right? You've all done something that has kept the program moving forward. So, the number is 25,000.
That's our end goal.
How far are we along?
We're getting there. We're getting there. I don't have the exact total, but just yesterday we raised almost $2,000 at our show between ticket sales and concessions in Southport. So we're
Okay.
chunking along.
So the one of the things, the reason about doing the show was to help you guys get the word out.
Yeah.
And if people can watch you on the video, where you all come to life and you make it real, because you do, the four of you, that means more than if it were not videotaped.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Because they can see your heart, they can see your enthusiasm, and get to, and you're also likable. No, you are.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
also
you.
likable.
Thank you.
Not one trying to take over for the other. You all share. So I see the team spirit. So the idea about taking this podcast and emailing it to people, if you had lists of people and you were going to ask for a donation, do you ask and say whatever you can do, or do
Yes,
you?
sir.
Yes.
Is that how you do it?
Yeah, I mean, we're not. We would love if a business is like, yeah, we'll give you a couple grand. We actually got a really generous donation from the Cook Foundation, and I can't thank them enough. But anything will help. If you can give us $10 to support these kids, we'll take $10. If your personal business wants to give us $100, we'll take $100. But at the end of the day, every single step is getting us one step closer to 25,000.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We're not going to turn our nose up at anything that anyone's willing to give us out of their own pockets.
You know, one of the keys to fundraising is the network, the personal network that you all have. Like, who do you know? Where can you go? Where do the roads lead you? And in order to fundraise, you have to be networked.
Yes.
You can't hide out and hope, and hope for the best. That doesn't work. So sometimes you have to get in people's faces
Yeah.
a little bit, but I mean, let's role play real quick.
All right.
Hey, this is what they're good at.
Yeah.
All right, Gage.
Here we go.
Yes.
You're coming into my office. I've met you. We had the show. A week later, you come in and you want to talk about the event and fundraising. How would you approach me?
Hey, Mr. Bill, how are you doing this morning?
Doing great.
That's wonderful to hear. How do you enjoy the show?
I liked it a lot.
What is the vegetable?
I wasn't sure what it was, but when I saw it, I kind of got it. And congratulations on all the awards you've won.
Thank you so much. It's been an absolute joy doing this show. And we've actually just moved on to the next ranking of nationals.
Really?
And we're starting our fundraising towards that.
Okay.
And we were hoping, with you, of course, we were asking you to donate to the fundraiser.
Fantastic. That's very effective.
Yeah.
But there was a connection.
Yes.
Yes.
For sure.
Okay. Jonah, there's no connection.
No
I
connection.
haven't met you, and you come in.
Okay.
Let's do this. Hey, how are you?
Hi, Mr. Bill.
Hey,
I'm doing well. How are you, sir?
doing great. What's up?
I just wanted to come to you today. I'm from Union Pines Theater, and
Okay.
we just recently put on this production, and it's a competition.
Oh, I've
level
heard of
play.
it. One of my
Yes,
broker's
yes.
daughters, Faye Eichel, is
Yes,
in it,
Faye,
and
yes.
I'm familiar with it
Called
through
out.
her.
We love Faye. Faye's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that you know what I'm speaking
and she's
of.
sweet
Yeah.
as she can be. Okay.
Yes. We have so. I don't know if she's told you this, but this is a competition level.
She hasn't. She's very
she
shy.
hasn't.
No, she's so quiet.
We take this play every year to this competition, and it's compete against 15 other shows. And at this competition, we won.
Okay.
We won once at our regional competition. Then we took the states.
Okay.
And then we won that again, beating out 15 other shows. And now we are going to nationals in Chattanooga.
And what does that mean to you, going to nationals? Just because you've been in theater, I guess, for a few years. So what does this mean to you?
This is everything to me, especially since this is my senior year at Union Pines, and I've done NCTC, the North Carolina Theater Conference, for 3 years now.
Okay.
And I'm so grateful that my senior year was the year that we got to go to not just states, but also move on to nationals, and it feels like a it's like a nice little gift all wrapped in to send me off after my senior year.
And what happens after your senior year? Do you have plans to go into theater in college?
Yes, sir. Hopefully my dream schools right now, my number one is the University of North Carolina School of the Arts in Winston-Salem, and then East Carolina University in Greenville, North Carolina, and then I'm also looking at Roosevelt University in Chicago.
Well, I have to tell you, I like people that, especially your age, that are very interested in something and they're motivated. and you certainly seem like you are.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Thank you.
So the event is coming up when?
It's coming up on March 5th.
And you're going to Chattanooga.
Yes, sir, Chattanooga. And in order to do so, we need to raise quite a large sum of money. And I was coming to you today to ask you if you would be willing to donate to our cause, to our
Well,
production.
I will, because your enthusiasm won me over.
Thank you, sir.
And
Thank you so much.
It's all about enthusiasm.
True that.
And credibility.
Mhm.
Okay, Lyla. Now it's on you.
Pressure's on.
Lyla, you came in, and I've met you now. We did
Okay.
the show,
Yes.
and I was impressed because you're a sophomore, if I remember.
Yes.
So you got this event coming up in Chattanooga. So how's that going?
It's going really, really well. Yeah, it's really difficult because we need to raise a lot of money to move all of our kids all the way up to Chattanooga to stay for a while.
Yeah.
What is it, like five days?
Oh, is that right? 5
Yes.
days?
Yeah, the festival is from March 4th through the 7th.
Wow, how are you going to afford that?
Lots of different ways, ticket sales and things like that, but also community donations, because community is so important to us as a theater, because our shows are for an audience. We put on the show not just for us, but for the people in our community to come see it, to entertain them and to show them how we are and how we perform. So we'd like to reach out to the community to ask if now they could support us.
Are you pursuing a career, an education in theater beyond high school?
I'm not sure yet. I'm still a sophomore, but
Okay.
I'll think about it for sure.
Okay, very good. And Faye, you are almost off the you're off the hook a little bit because you were the catalyst to make this show happen.
Mm-hmm.
So kudos to you.
Thank you.
Thank
Yes,
Faye.
thank you,
Thank
Faye.
you.
Right?
Faye.
And also, if this is a springboard to fundraising, so I want to thank you for sending me the copious notes, and promptly, I was very impressed. I know adults that aren't as prompt as you. And so I'm going to just say I want to wish you guys all the best. I do want you to get up with me when you formulate something, and if you want help in putting a letter together, I'll be glad to help you. And we'll definitely do something to help support the effort. And you have done a great job. You have trained.
Sure.
These are
Yes.
four very impressive students.
They are, yes.
Oh my gosh! And you're impressive.
Thank you.
Yes.
Well, you know you. I mean, you are.
Yeah.
And your enthusiasm it spreads.
Thank you so much.
So the show is of widows and vegetables, and it's going to be your Super Bowl is on March the 5th in Chattanooga,
Yes, it is.
which you've earned, and congratulations to all of
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
so
And
much.
Appreciate
don't
that.
be afraid to go out and share your enthusiasm with people, and the fundraising will come. If people believe in you, they'll support you. If you don't believe in yourself, they're not going to
Yeah.
believe in you, right?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you, Faye.
You for having us.
Thank you.
Yes,
thank you,
thank
Jonah,
you.
Thank you,
Gage,
Mr.
Lyla,
Bell.
Thank you.
and especially Chase. Thank you very much for coming in. This
Thank
is
you so
All
much for
Things
having
Moore
us.
County. I hope everybody can participate in this event to make the trip to Chattanooga a victorious one.
Yes.
This is All Things Moore County. Have a great week.